And I guess I have a question, and then I'll have a comment that will follow the question, I guess. So the question is actually to all three members of council. I'd appreciate if you would provide an individual answer. So the question is, quite simply, is have you received your booster vaccination shot for Resignation?
I don't even know what it is.
Resignation-itis. Resignation-itis.
Oh, resignation-itis.
Yeah,
oh,
resignation-itis.
Yes.
Naturally immune? I don't know how to answer that question.
I'm not leaving.
I'm not resigning.
Okay. Now, notwithstanding current room temperature, I think it was Edmund Burke that said back in the 18th century, for evil to succeed, it requires only that good men and women do nothing. And so I think it's now time for people in the community that fit that description to start stepping up. And given there's been mention here tonight of trust, for me in terms of if the overseer for the government of BC, which is the minister from whom you receive correspondence, has expressed confidence in this council that's standing and sitting before us, that's good enough for me.
Thank you.
The people, I've heard some theories being advanced here tonight, and I've heard them elsewhere, but certainly here in terms of tonight, I've heard some theories being advanced, and I might as well make a contribution to the theory pool, to the gene pool, if you will.
We need to address the council.
Yeah. So we can hear you.
You're addressing the council, not the public.
Have you missed anything I've said so far?
Gene pool.
Gene pool, thank you. So, in terms of the contribution to the gene pool, in terms of theories, if you will, let me advance one. Now, I see that in today's newspaper, Lanceville is left without functioning government. That was this morning's headlines. I have a suggestion for tomorrow's headline. Coup fails. Because what we have been witnessing in this community for the last 6 months is a concerted effort, a deliberate effort to undermine and sabotage the functioning of this governing body. Unadulterated, blatant, innuendos, gossip, rumors, it can go on, the list can go on. And I think that it needs to come to an end. And to suggest that the 4 empty seats are due to the efforts or lack of efforts by the 3 of you is, to me, a bit specious. If anything, they have left because they failed in their mission to paralyze and bring down this government at this local level. That's why they're frustrated. And that's why they left, because they failed. Now, the good citizens of Lanceville in November had an election. They made a verdict. They made a decision. You people didn't vote that many times for yourselves. There was maybe some people in this room who voted for you, and there's, I guess, a lot more people out there on the streets that did. So you didn't self-appoint yourself or self-anoint yourself. You were chosen by the people. Likewise, these 4 also were chosen. But they then went on a kamikaze mission of the self-destruction in their attempt to bring you down. So it is unfortunate that type of effort went on. And in the aspect of fellow comments I heard from fellow participants tonight about leadership, self-control, and self-regulation, I would suggest to since I'm speaking to the council, that the good residents of Lanceville exercise some self-regulation, some self-control, and some effort in terms of finding out what is going on and then doing something about it. Anybody in this room can just, whether you agree with me or not, can just stop and inwardly reflect. We've had a call for inward reflection. Inwardly reflect on what it is that you're acting upon. Is it factual? You may have been told it. You may have been told by one person. You may have been told by more than one person. But is it factual? Get the facts. And there's lots of people around that can help in that regard. I've actually heard it been suggested that you attempted to provide facts tonight, and you were told that's not your role. I think it is. And so I'm hoping that as we move forward, first of all, that the three of you stand or sit in council and continue your leadership for this community, and that I'm hoping that the good citizens of Lanceville will give you somebody to work with in the upcoming months. Thank you.